Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I have uploaded anything, but I'm back. So yeah, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I highlight and contour. See it? See it? I'm going to show you how to get that nice glow. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how to contour and highlight, then keep on watching. Okay, for this video, I already did half of my face. You can see it's contoured, highlight. I got a little blush going on. I bronzed, brought some life back to my face, and this side has nothing. So you can see contouring does make a pretty big difference in your makeup. You want to put contour where shadows naturally hit your face. And when you apply the contour to your cheeks and to your forehead and your jawline, you're basically just accentuating your bone structure. So when I take my contour, and I'm going to be taking, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to be taking this angled brush, and I'm going to dip into this color, this middle color right here. So the way I learned to contour is you take your finger and you rest it on your cheekbone. And you just move your finger down until you'll feel where your cheekbone kind of dips in and it's like hollow. That's where you want to apply the contour, and it kind of goes on at an angle, so it makes your cheekbone look lifted. I don't know if you can see a difference in each side, but this side looks a little like my cheekbone is lifted. So what I like to do is I like to start by tapping the product on, and then I blend out, and I always blend up. When I blend down, it tends to get a little bit muddy down here. But if you do get it down here, you can always correct that, and I will show you how to do that as well. So I just take the product and I start by blotting it on. It looks really harsh in this lighting and on camera, but it's really not that harsh. And I just go back in circular motions and I just blend up. And it's going to look really harsh, but I'm going to go back and blend it and fix it, and it'll all be okay. So I'm also going to take a little bit of this powder, and I'm just going to dust it along my hairline. For my face shape, you don't really have to do that. It's just like an added step that I do just because I prefer it that way. So now it is a little harsh, so I'm just going to take the brush that I did my foundation with, which I already applied my foundation before this video, and I'll go over the foundation that I used, the primer that I used at the end. But I'm going to take the brush that I applied my foundation with, and I'm just going to kind of blur out the bottom here and run over the top of this just to kind of mute it out a little bit. Okay, so now you can definitely see a huge difference. So now what I like to do is this middle color right here, I'm going to use that kind of to highlight my under eyes. I don't typically go in with like a really, really light concealer just because I don't like that look on my face. I think it's way too dramatic for me and I don't really need it. So I take this middle shade, the top middle shade right here, and I take a really short, and these bristles are kind of firm and it's really dense. I just take the middle shade and I just tap it under my eyes. And it's just kind of a little bit lighter, but it also sets your under eye makeup so you don't have to worry about creasing. And then I just go and I set the middle part of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and I will also set my chin. So it gives you a highlighted look, but it's not like boom in your face highlight like what concealers would give you. I personally don't think that I need that look, so I don't do it. If you think that you need extra concealing under the eyes and extra brightening, feel free to just you would just apply the concealer kind of down and in a triangle. You don't have to go all the way back to your hairline, down and in a triangle, and just kind of blend it out. And then do your contour. That's kind of how I would get it to blend the best, I guess. So yeah. So after I set everything, I'm going to go in with my Dose of Colors. This is from the Katie and Desi collection. This is a highlighter in the color Fuego. And I'll be taking my Sephora fan brush, and I just dip into here. And you just apply the highlight right on the tops of your cheekbones. And I kind of fan it up a little bit. When you apply the highlighter, you want to apply it on the very tops of your cheekbones. That's where you want to apply it, where all the light would hit. So that would be tops of your cheekbones, which I'm actually going to mix two highlighters. This is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter, and I'm going to be taking the color Chic Freak. It's just kind of a pinky tone because the Fuego was more of a gold tone. This is just a pinky tone, and I just like it. Okay. Now dipping back into the Dose of Colors highlighter, I'm going to take a little bit on my ring finger. I'm going to take a little bit on my ring finger, and I use my ring finger just because your ring finger is the most gentle. And I just apply it down the bridge of my nose. Ooh, that highlight's pretty. On the very bottom of your nose, get a little glow. And then I like to do my Cupid's bow as well. Okay. You can also do like your chin area. You can highlight up here across your brow. I'm not going to apply it over my brow bone today just because my skin is breaking out, and when you put a highlighter over textured skin, it kind of accentuates that texture, and you kind of you don't want that. So I'm just going to not put it there. Next, I'm going to be taking my Hoola bronzer. A lot of people ask me if there's a difference between bronzing and contouring, and there is. Contouring is, like I said, accentuating your bone structure. Bronzing is kind of bringing that color back into your face. When you apply your foundation, you kind of have a clean slate to work with. It's all one color. That's what a foundation is supposed to do. When you apply your contour, you're accentuating your bone structure. When you bronze, you're bringing that life back to your skin and that color back to your skin. So I'm taking this Benefit Hoola bronzer. I don't know. Doesn't have a color. I think it's the lighter one, because I think there's a darker one too. I think I grabbed the lighter one. And I'm going to be taking my favorite bronzing brush. You guys heard me before. It's very loved. My dog has chewed it. It's stained this color. Don't judge. In this bronzer, I've learned it's very, very pigmented. So I literally dip in one time and just tap the excess off. And with the bronzer, I like to put it between my highlight and my contour, and it kind of marries those two together. And then I like to sweep it across my forehead. And I do it very lightly. In the wintertime, I don't like to bronze a lot. I bronze more in the summertime just because you want that bronzy glow look. But I still do want color in my face in the winter. So I very lightly tap it through. And then I just like to sweep it across my forehead. You can always kind of sweep it down here, even though you don't really need to. Okay. So that's the highlight and contour and bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with blush. And I know a lot of people are scared of blush. They don't use blush. And I think, to me, blush is a staple in my makeup routine. It just kind of adds that natural flushed look back. It's not meant to be like, boom, there's blush. It just adds that natural flushed, sun-kissed look back to your skin. And today I'm going to be taking the MAC Blush Baby. This is my favorite fall blush color. And this is a brush I got in my BoxyCharm. And it's a pointed blush brush. And the blush I apply to the apples of the cheeks, and I kind of swirl it around, and then I go back into the highlight, bronzer, and contour. After you finish your highlight and contour, you just want to set all your makeup. And a setting, you want to use a setting spray to set all your makeup. And a setting spray is doing just what it says. It's setting your makeup so your makeup lasts all day. And I'm going to be using the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I also got, you can't really see it, I got this in a BoxyCharm. And if you guys haven't heard of BoxyCharm or ever wondered about BoxyCharm, it literally is the best thing ever. I think you pay like $21 a month, and you get five full-size products in each box. I've gotten setting sprays. I got this Tarte eyeshadow palette, which I love. That one. I've gotten lipsticks, eyeliners, masks, literally everything that you can think of comes in this box, and it's 5 full-size products. I've done the Ipsy, I've done the Sephora Play boxes, and I did like them. It was just, they were sample sizes, so you didn't really get to test it out that much. And with the BoxyCharm, it's 5 full-size samples, $21 a month, and the boxes are well over worth $100. I think I've Googled a couple of them, and a couple of them have been like retailing at $150 with all the products combined. You get makeup brushes in them. I've gotten a bunch of these kind of brushes, eyeshadow brushes, everything. So they're definitely worth it. But back to setting spray. You take it and just lightly mist it over and let it dry. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments below. Anything that you want to see, I'll also put it in the comments below. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!